All right, here's the Swisher Iowa edition. This could be my final video. I just got the building inspector just left, so this could be it. All right, so back of the house. Lights are extended out boxes for, that's why they're hanging there like that. They are physically attached. Homeowner's gonna do stone around here, so the light is just sticking out there, spaced out already for that distance. We put the railing on the door because we weren't sure of the finished grade height, which right now we're exactly 30 inches, and railing is required at 4 steps or anything over 3 steps. So 30 inches, so it would be required to have a handrail right now, or stairs with the handrail. So we just put that on there since the scope of work, there's no deck or stairs as part of our scope. Downspouts we have tiled in. Here we bumped out just over here by this tree for this one. The 2 lower ones we actually added in just earlier this week, I think Monday, a few days ago. Tile that out to just behind that wagon there to help with erosion. This one's got a little bit of runoff here, but I think it should take all right. It's not a horrible spot, but it should work out just fine. 6-inch oversized gutters, 3x4 downs, got the 2 fixed lights here, fireplace, HVAC is done, AC set, everything's running, operational. We are all buttoned up on the exterior. Did get a little bit of rain this morning, so there's a little bit of washout and our trench is settling. Had a company come in last week and do a rough grade on the project here. We don't usually do any type of seeding or finish grading, but we did have a huge pile, probably a full can load in the back that we had to have hauled off. Same thing on the front here. Lights are, he's going to do masonry, the same stone across the front here. This garage door here is on order. Just got the go ahead from the homeowner just a few days ago to go ahead and order that. So we'll have to come back and do the brake metal on the trim when the garage door guy comes to put this in. This is the finished garage. Homeowner's already got his stuff moved in from his old side to the new side. Paint is done. I've shown this probably many times in videos. Furnace, condensate pump. I had the outlet added for that. This door to the existing house was an afterthought, which I knew I wanted to put one in the entire time, even though it's not my house. It just makes more sense to have access to the basement from the new garage. So he's got a wood burner there, bring wood in from the garage directly in the winter, which is cool. Otherwise you'd have to take it in upstairs, then come down the stairs around there. This is the old garage. I don't even know if I can find a light switch. This is the old garage. We've just got the OSB panel screwed in there on the back side of our new framing. Everything's insulated on that back side. It is interior wall, it didn't need to be insulated, but it's insulated. Helpful sound and helps keep the temperatures in. Got 3 heat or HVAC vents down here with these nice flush wafer lights. Plenty of light for a garage, looks really nice. Got this really nice fiberglass door. This is actual fire door. I talked about this in one of my other videos. This is fire separation that they wanted between the house and the garage. Mudroom. Great little space, smoke detectors. Heat vent, closet there. We did bring the closet door down for the homeowner to get stained. Got our handrails in the other day for inspection. Some white pre-finished colonial. Homeowner has started on the flooring already. They were able to find the matching flooring from when their house was done quite a few years ago. So this is the transition from the existing house to the new addition. Looking pretty awesome. Can't even tell. Once the trim is done, you won't be able to tell this was an addition. Everything's tied in. Does need some paint touch up and things on his crown molding, but that's existing stuff there. Paint matches in. It's actually 2 different colors, but looks pretty good. Got 2 zones of lights. Got a zone up there for like a seating area, like a family room. And you got a zone back here just for general lighting. You know, if you had room for a game table or something like that on the backside, because the 4 outlets here. And then, so your couch and stuff will be here. You'll have this area back here you can use for game tables, things like that. Fireplace. This is a heating fireplace with a blower. Switch for the blower. It is I'm assuming it's most all of them are, is a thermostatic blower. Usually about 8 minutes. Once it's up to temperature, it will kick on. Chances are the switch will have to be on for that purpose, but I don't know how it's wired. But that's just a trial and error thing. Smoke detectors, new code requirements. Smoke detectors have to be updated in the existing house if they're not interconnected. So, and there was I think there was only 1 active smoke detector in the existing house when we did this addition. So now I think there's 7. There's 3 bedrooms. 2 outside of each bedroom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 here, 6, 1 down here, 7, and 1 in the basement. So 8, I think 8 or 9 total smoke detectors were added. Basically, there's a wired slave unit. I think that's the wired slave unit. And they work Bluetooth throughout the house to each other. So the house is currently updated to the new standards for fire and fire detection. Fan is completed. Pendants there. Thermostat is set to 65, and it is comfortable in here. We'll have to play around a little bit to see the temperature correlation between the addition and the house to see where this needs to be set to get a consistent evenness between the 2 spaces without one unit overriding the other, if that makes sense. It's got the 2 ports up there for HDMI or whatever they want to run from down to here. So if they want to put a cabinet here with some video games, Blu-ray, whatever. I don't think anybody uses those anymore. I have one, just for a few of my old movies I like. That can be connected here. And this is ready for stone. He's got a few more screws to put in, it looks like, but he's got all installed. Floor looks pretty nice. They talked about putting a hearth here after the fact. She had mentioned raising this up, and it was, kind of cost prohibitive. By the time we have to reconfigure gas, electrical, the venting out the backside would have to be relocated up, patched in. There's drywall insulation in that wall as well, so we'd have to take all this off. It was pretty substantial project to do that, so I think it's obviously he's just going to go with the floor direct to the fireplace. And my suggestion was getting just having like a 1 inch or 1.25 inch hearthstone fabricated. Just glue it down, see if you can get some stone. He's a mason. I'm sure he could figure something out to do some stone around there that's not too heavy that you couldn't get this access panel opened back up. But looks like they made their decision already. No hearthstone, so they can get a nice rug or something decorative there in that place. Flooring looks fantastic. That's kind of it. We got our final inspection knocked off today, so we're gonna kind of getting out of here at this point in time. Nice little closet space here too. Of course, it's drywall per code. You can't have the underside of the stairs have to be finished and drywalled, minimum fire taped nowadays. Anywho's, all right. Well, thanks for watching. I guess that's about all we got for this point in time, and I think we've done about 50 other jobs since we started this edition. Of course, we got into winter time. We got it framed, we got foundation poured and framed just in time before it got super cold and snowy. We framed it in sweatshirts, and then like right after we got done framing, we had to have kerosene heaters and stuff in here to even get things roughed in. So it slowed us down. I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the slower projects. I think we poured it first part of December, framed it right before, got framing done right before Christmas, and today is May 1st. So January, February, March, April, so essentially 4 months. Struggle getting subs in and out of here. We've had some changes as far as the furnace goes. We were gonna do split units, end up going with a forced air furnace, which is totally way cooler, better, air conditioning, heating for the garage, as well as the upstairs. More comfortable for everybody. Not much more cost increase, way better product. Had some weather issues and we got busy with some other things and waiting for subs. Didn't push subs too hard on this project just because of the time frame. You know, we knew spring was gonna be here, and spring's here now and it's done, so it's perfect timing technically at the end of the day. But we try to get projects in and out. You know, if this was a summer job, we would have been out of here in a couple months for sure. But it is what it is. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.